are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. They find some open field here. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards on the ground.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blount, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Oh, fighting off the defender. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Bring it up, Philly, here we go.
Here's West. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it with West. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Long in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll begin here with Blunt. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Blunt. And some room to work. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Again, here's Blunt. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
But with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now West. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man to the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now to throw. Breaks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Blunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Blunt. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tomahawley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with West. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 45 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Nigel Bradham from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On 1st down, Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Play fake here on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jordan Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now Sproles. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles take possession. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground here with Blount. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They'll run again with Blount. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Once more the juke, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run again here with West. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And that one's not coming back for Santos. It's no good, wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mac Hollins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. I got 15. I got 15.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?